Hey, yo, Miggy, what's up?
Well, this will be a good episode too, because it's like gonna get dark soon. So I want to know if I could like film some shows, some episodes, while like it's nighttime, because I feel like that would be like a way cooler and like
A little
more
environment
chill
change.
vibe. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that'd be cool.
Something like that.
For the right type of person on there. for
Exactly,
sure.
bro. So like, what's up, man? What the hell's
Nothing,
going
bro.
on, bro?
That's been chilling, man.
Dude, bro, you about to go into your first season at Long Beach State, man. All right, bro. I just want to know, like, bro, how did this come to be? How did you get this? Like, why are you in Long Beach, man? Like, why any other school? I mean, I know you're a pitcher. Like, just tell me the story, man.
It's been a wild journey, a couple of years. Like playing baseball pretty much my whole life. Moved back to Long Beach. Stopped playing for a few years. Played like freshman year of high school, then COVID came, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep playing. Honestly, I was ready to just end it all and just be like, just get a job and just hang it up. But
Really?
Yeah.
This was your freshman year in high school?
Sophomore year of high school. When
Really?
COVID hit, yeah, I was like thinking I was never even gonna play again. It's something
Yeah.
a few times. So like I was like maybe time to start working, making some money, and just hang up the cleats. But decided to just stick with it, and definitely probably the best decision I made to just keep playing. Junior year, I had a pretty good year in high school, and then Long Beach State coaches hit me up, and it was just I felt like the right decision. Like the coaches are great. Wanted to be around my family was a big thing. I feel like that's important for going through always like hard times. Like being around people you really can trust. Just having that solid like foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Just had to have that. Wanted to watch my brother grow up. He plays baseball too, so that was the main reason for sure.
So did your brother go like D1 and all that as well?
He's in high school right now.
Oh,
He's
your brother's in
coming up
high
soon.
school.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're older than him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. I could definitely see, like for your first year going away to school, like staying local, like that is honestly, like I chose the college path like away from home. So right after I graduated, bro, I was out the house. I was like somewhere else, and it gets kind of tricky sometimes, bro. Like first time being on your own, and then it's like like life can like smack you sometimes. And like I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't like a super smooth thing the whole time, but like I feel like I learned from it. But so you're saying that you was getting looked at by your junior year in high school already. So correct me if I'm wrong, bro, but like when it comes to especially like being a pitcher and getting looked at by big schools like this, like you gotta already be throwing like 90 plus. Right?
It depends. I mean, for me, I wasn't like my senior year of high school. I was throwing like low 80s. So it's just been a long process of like getting stronger and focusing on the weight room, a lot of things like that. But it's all about just making the most of what you got, really. Like you might not, I wasn't throwing hard at all. There's a lot of guys that do throw fuel, and I mean it's about making your way and making your own path. However you can succeed. For me, it was just command that type of stuff on that side of pitching, not throwing super hard and just going out there and just winning games, just like showing that I'm a competitor. And then schools will take notice, especially if you do good in like playoffs and games that have some meaning to them. Schools will notice, for sure.
So how did you like first get on the radar? Did you have other guys? Because you went to Milliken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were there other guys on the team that already kind of was like causing some traction of these schools to come, and they're like, oh, that boy Myles, like let's watch him too while we're here? Or were they like off the rip, like these schools, they just came out for you?
It was kind of tricky process. Like my freshman year of high school, had some really good kids on the team that went to some really good D1 schools, but I was always like in the backdrop. Like I was never like one of the star players or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then over the summer, got a little bit of attention, but it was still mainly focused on like the other kids that were kind of like just outshining me back then.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just had to keep working through because I didn't have any talent or like any tools or anything that's gonna like jump out at you, right? It's gonna like impress you in a showcase type of situation. Like I don't throw fast, I don't run fast, I don't hit the ball far, like anything like that. So I just had to keep showing that I could compete at the highest levels and just keep showing that I can do it over and over again until eventually people started taking notice. And then my junior year, when I really got like the attention from colleges, it mainly came from having a really good team around me because like during the season I didn't really get too much attention. We played one game at Blair, and I had like 14 strikeouts against Wilson.
Really?
Yeah. And so that was the first time I ever talked to Long Beach State coaches after that. And it's really about like putting yourself in the right situations. I feel like one of the Long Beach State coaches helped with our travel ball team a little bit. So there's like a rule, like if everybody lives within 50 miles or something, something like that, like they can help out with different teams.
Okay.
So he would come help out with our team. And at that time, we had one of the kids on our travel team that was committed to Long Beach.
Yeah.
And so he would just help out with us and kind of just built a little relationship with them from there, and then just kind of blossomed over the years, and me ended up going there.
Okay, so all right, so you met, so your first like initial, I guess, like when you first met the coach, it was on that travel ball team.
Yeah.
All right, so that's kind of like how you guys got to talking.
Yeah.
And stuff, and then you ball out against Wilson at Blair Field, and it was like, hey, and then okay, so all right, so it's more of like you guys just got to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
type of
definitely.
Deal.
I mean, yeah, just putting yourself in the right situation. Like, I don't think doing all those showcases and stuff is necessarily worth it. I mean, for some people it is. If you have like what I'm talking about, like those tools that just jump off the board at you.
Yeah.
But for kids like me who are just like not really like superstar in any one aspect, just like solid kind of all around and compete at the highest level, it's kind of just. It's a little bit of luck, a little bit of just being on good teams. It's a combination of a lot of things that have to go right for sure. But eventually, everybody's going to get their chance. You know, like you're always going to get that chance. And it's just about making sure you're ready whenever that moment does come to make the most of it.
Hey, okay. All right, so, bro, the way I kind of am thinking about it is, like, you definitely have to have, like, you know, the talent and the skills, but there's also, like, a pretty solid element of, like, luck that gets kind of played into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
100%. I mean, we play at Blair Field. We play at Long Beach State's home field. I have a couple good games, even our playoff games actually, where I did really good at Blair also. So
hell yeah.
that was a huge like boost for my chances of getting looked at by them, obviously. And I mean, yeah, it's just you want to play with the best people around. So like you always just got to step out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's trying a new travel ball team, or maybe you got to take that step in high school and transfer to a better school. But you just want to be playing against the best competition you possibly can. That's how I think you'll get your best chance to be seen by schools and just better teams.
Okay, even if like talent-wise you're still kind of up there with a lot of the same guys, it's better to be, you know, in a league or playing against games where there's a lot of super good competition, where you're kind of one of many, rather than being in like a bad league where you're the star, but you know.
Absolutely. I mean, pushing yourself and playing against that better competition, there's going to be kids there that are getting drafted, you know, going to Power 5 schools. So, I mean, if you're playing against them, say you get a hit off some pitcher that's going to Vanderbilt, it's going to mean a lot more than getting off some pitcher that's going to, like, a community college or something, obviously, to, like, schools like that.
Yeah,
get their traction.
Damn, okay. All right, so you started getting looked at in your junior year. Did you sign your junior year, or when did you sign?
Yeah, I signed, actually, it was the beginning of my senior year. But even my junior year, I didn't like it came with a lot of like self-doubt, right? Like, so obviously I'm doing this in high school, but then I'm even thinking to myself, I'm like I wonder if I can really even do this at the next level. Like, what should I try and do? Like, should I go to a JUCO for a couple more years and just develop and try and get even better? Or like,
so you started to doubt yourself a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
It's weird.
Was it like bad, or was it like eh?
It wasn't too bad, but it definitely was. It definitely like it weighs on you a lot. Like,
yeah,
it seems like it's all gonna be good. Like, some of these schools will start calling you, and for me at least, like, it's obviously it's awesome, right? It's like a great opportunity, but at the same time, it puts a lot more pressure on you.
Yeah,
and it's a lot more stressful. Like, I'm just thinking in my daily life, like, just in school, thinking about it. Like, I wonder if I'm good enough, like, even be playing for this coach that's calling me, like, stuff like that. But I mean, pressure's a good thing for sure. It's gonna harden you, make you tougher, and so. In the end, it'll all work out. You just gotta keep believing, keep staying dedicated to it.
Dude, so like, what I want to know, like, what was your mindset going into it, bro? Like, you know, you got some of these self doubts, right? But like, is it you wake up the next day and you're like, all right, man, you know, maybe this, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just go out and grind. Like,
yeah.
how did you go? Like, how did you like go about that? Because for some people, like, they don't know how to deal with that type of pressure. Like, even like the little like amount of pressure, like responsibilities or something, like they'll fall under it. You know what I mean? Like, what was the difference for you? You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a few things. One, like, just like your personal life. Like, I think going through challenges in your personal life, like with family, whatever the case may be, which I've had my fair share of. You know, I think that will make you tougher. Sometimes I just have to take a step back and be like, all right, this is just a game. Like, I've been through things that are much harder in life, and like, I'll be able to make it through. Like, it's just baseball at the end of the day. Like, even if it doesn't work out, like I'm still gonna be okay. Like I'm gonna have a good life. Like it's gonna be fine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then another thing is, all that doubt. You have to remind yourself like it only comes from, like things that are unknown. Like being anxious about things. That thing hasn't happened in your life. Like I didn't go out there and have a bad game. I'm not even at the college level yet at that point. So like, you just have to take a step back and remind yourself like it's not. I'm worrying about things that aren't even there yet.
Yeah.
And really for me, like, what helped me like get through that was just going out there and just working hard, like going into the gym, conditioning, whatever the case may be. Because I feel like when I was actually on the field, all that doubt was gone. Like I just felt like I was only focused on like the job in front of me instead of worrying about all these outside factors.
Damn, okay. Bro, tell me what is like the I guess a day in the life at Long Beach State on the team. Do you all right, cuz I like at our school like you got position players doing their thing and then pitchers do their thing and then like at the end of the day when we have BP, like that's when pitchers come back on the field, we all kind of regroup as a team. Like how does that work?
It's kind of like that for our practices. It just depends. Like the average day I'd say we like our Mondays throughout the fall, like our schedule was like 6 a.m. weights. Yeah. Get there like 5:45, and then I'd have like peer mentoring from like 8 to 9.
Peer mentoring.
It's just like academic help kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And then class from like 9 to 1. Get out to the field. You got practice from like 1:45 to about 5. Conditioning after that. Maybe grab a quick bite to eat, then study all from 6:30 to 9. Yeah. And then go home and pretty much do it all over again. So okay, it's a pretty tedious schedule. Yeah. But I mean, it's just commitment you got to make, right? So like if you want to be good at anything in life, like you're gonna have to sacrifice other things to build that one thing up. You can't be good at every single thing in this world. So but it's one of those things. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like you just have to accept it, right? So like, yeah, going out and hanging out with your friends, just watching movies, playing video games, it's fun, and obviously like there's time and a place to do that, but if you want to be really successful at something and how it's like get far in it, no matter what it is, sports, business, school, whatever the case is, there's going to be things that are going to have to be sacrificed to make it to that level.
Oh, bro, 100%, bro. God damn. And it's crazy. I feel like only like student athletes could truly understand that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like, I mean, at my school, like a majority of the kids are athletes. And then you also have like, just kids that I guess grew up in the small town that, like do whatever. But I mean, like my schedule is the same exact way, bro. It's for us. Sometimes we'll wake up at like 6 a.m. to go, lift weights as well. And then I go to class from 9 to 2. We got practice at 3:15. Practice for about 2.5 hours, and then race to the cafeteria before it closes, and then we got bust out study hall and like a bunch of homework, bro. Like people don't understand, like bro, especially at the 4-year level, like university time, like bro, the schoolwork, like it's not different for us being athletes as it is for a regular person. We gotta do the same thing, on top of all of it. So like. Yeah, bro, it's a good thing. You've only been there for one semester, right?
Yeah, that's my first. I've only been there for 6 months now.
Well, how was it? Like, how was the first semester? Like, how was finals week and all that, bro? I remember my first finals week. Oh, shit. Bro, I called my mom like 7 different times. I was like, hey, like I think I'm gonna drop out. This is some bullshit.
I mean, it's hard for sure, but it's just one of those things you just gotta get through. Like semester at the beginning, I was nervous. I didn't even think I was gonna make it. Like I could never like. August 22nd was our first day. I could never have seen myself actually, like, even making it this far at that point. Like, I was like, even then, the self-doubt was coming in again. I'm like, I'm not going to make it. Like, I'm going to just do horrible in the fall. I'm going to fail in my classes. I'm going to be gone in a week. It's just, you just got to keep working through it, and then eventually you make it through. Right? So, like, I mean, it is what it is, but it's hard. It's hard for sure.
That's crazy. Oh, sometimes I leave the Bluetooth on, bro. That'd be always some of the scariest things. If you don't know, you got the Bluetooth on, and then like you watch some shit, you're like, wait a minute.
On the TV in the living room, just like, what's
something, bro. Dude, holy shit. All right, bro. What's the mentality going into this next semester, bro? Like, bro, we got season coming up. You guys have already started practicing?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, how's it looking? How's the team look, bro? Like, are you guys looking solid?
The team's
Like,
looking pretty good. We got a lot of new guys, a lot of transfers, a lot of freshmen and stuff. But overall, we got a lot of talent for sure. Just about like meshing together well, because that's how you win games. All right, it's not an individual sport. It's baseball, so you gotta all nine gotta be playing together well to be winning. So that's just the real question. That's the next test for us, playing some other teams, playing some good teams, and just seeing if we mesh as good as we feel like we do. Because I think the whole team would tell you right now, I think we feel like we're gonna be pretty good this year. So just seeing how it plays out on the actual field.
Bro, I feel like the team chemistry that like all the guys have with each other is huge.
Oh yeah.
Like my roommate, for example, like I don't know, he's for the last like 2 years he's had like a tough relationship, I guess, with our coach, kind of like that. But like the biggest thing for him is like you know, he thinks as an individual it might be better to transfer to some other school to play, but he's not going to do that because like he wants to put on for the teammate, for the boys. And I kind of see myself like in the same place too. Like, you know, no matter what, it's like I would ride or die for like this group of guys. Like I fuck with the group of guys we have at Georgetown like super heavily. Like is the chemistry dynamic pretty strong like at Long Beach State as well, or like how's that? Do you guys hang out a lot outside of campus? Because like we're always like you know, chilling at the dorms or something.
Yeah, we pretty much hang out pretty much every day. We're spending almost the whole day together, where it's on the field, off the field, just always trying to get together, doing some stuff, just little team bonding stuff that just gets everybody closer. It's kind of been different having so many new guys come into one. I think we only had like 10 returners. Yeah. So it's definitely been a lot of like meshing together, and it kind of took a little bit of time. I know for myself, like I'm not the most like outgoing person all the time, so it took me a little longer to get adjusted to everybody, you know, start to get to know other people. But I think that it's gotten really strong for sure throughout the whole team. I think everybody's on the same page. Everybody's working hard, and that's the most important thing. I don't know about you or other people, but I think all the best teams I've been on, like the team chemistry was great. Like to be winning, everybody's gonna be having each other's backs and just playing for each other for sure. Like kind of like a lot of that transferring stuff. Not always. I mean, there's obviously a lot of situations where transfers can be beneficial, but there's some situations where people just they don't want to go through a tough situation. They want just the easy way out. Yeah. So I mean, I think that's can happen a lot of the times, but it just depends really on the people and situations. But I think all the guys we got coming in all want to be here. It's not like anybody's just like doing it for themselves. Like we're all here to, you know, win with each other, build up each other, and just try and build the Dirtbags back to where they've been before.
Hey, okay. Shots looking real nice right now.
It's nice out.
Dude, for real. All this rain, bro. It hasn't rained like this in a minute.
Nah. It was flooded.
Well, like everywhere. Cali needs it, bro. I heard Northern California is like flooded right now.
Really?
Yeah. Where I play school at, like Ukiah, I remember checking the weather app on my phone and just, bro, like lightning storm after lightning storm after lightning storm, bro. Ridiculous.
Okay, I hate the rain though. I mean, we need it, but
I know Cali is in the drought, man.
Yeah.
Hey, so who's our rival, bro? Who's Long Beach State's rival? Like what is the game to go at? Watch
the game to be at this year will be Santa Barbara for sure.
Santa Barbara,
they're the best team in our conference. They won it last year.
Yeah,
and I mean, as of right now, they're the team to beat. Like everybody's kind of sleeping on us. Nobody's got us ranked or anything like that. So I mean, that's kind of the mentality we want to have going into the season. But Santa Barbara is definitely they're the ranked team. Like they're the team that won the conference last year. They're the team that I think is definitely the team to beat as of right now. And then we'll go from there.
Okay, Barbara. Dang. Are you guys playing Barbara at Blair this year or? Oh snap!
Fuck, it's going down at Blair Field.
That's gonna be the one, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a good series for sure.
Dang. Okay, so you play was it Big West?
Big West, yeah.
Big West. How many teams are in Big West?
Like 10 or 12, I think.
10. Oh, who is it? Is Long Beach State, Barbara,
Fullerton, UC Irvine, UC Davis, Bakersfield, Riverside, Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah. I can't think anybody else. Oh, Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo.
Slow, okay. Slow seems to be. I've heard like Slow's usually been a pretty good team.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They had like a top. I think he went like 7th overall. He was like an early first round draft pick.
Seriously?
Brooks Lee, yeah, he's a coach's son.
Brooks Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, did I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he's their
Brooks
shortstop.
Lee.
He was legit. Like against Long Beach last year, he got walked like 5 times.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's
Why,
like,
because he just drops tanks?
yeah, if you give him a pitch, you gotta just like throw. You can't give him anything too good to hit, or he's gonna hit over
Really?
the fence like every single time. He was that good.
Bro, are there other guys in the league that's like, you can't serve this man like a cookie? Like as that you know of so far, based off of like last year.
I don't think there's anybody that's even close to him.
Really?
Not-
he was
yeah.
just that
He was just
freak.
because I mean, like one of the biggest things we pride ourselves on in Long Beach is like challenging.
Yeah.
And even he was like just one of those guys. Like if there's runners on base, you give him a cookie. That run's scoring no matter where. Like it's
Damn.
you can't give him anything too good to hit. It's gonna
Bro,
be a home run.
so that's honestly just really what it takes. Like
Yeah.
from like a hitter's perspective, it's just like those extra base hits and getting those RBIs. I feel like that's what like scouts are like primarily looking for.
Yeah, that's what's separate. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's where the baseball's going now. Is just the power aspect of it.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's looking for. Just if you can hit the power, hit the balls in the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Singles, they're valuable, but people don't value them nearly as much as they do like doubles, home runs. I mean, it makes sense, but it's just the way baseball's kind of changing.
Yeah. Okay, bro. So you told me that what's the fastest you topped out at 92?
Yeah.
Dude, how long did it take for you to hit 90?
He was like maybe a month into school, and it was a huge jump just going from like low 80s throughout high school to going to like high 80s and 90 around
Yeah.
that area. I mean, it's awesome being able to throw it hard, but I never even thought I was gonna be able to do that. Like I honestly didn't even know if it would ever happen. But
Really? Do you think it's
yeah.
because of like the new coaching that you got, like the pitching coach program that you guys are on?
it's definitely has to do with that. I haven't changed too much of my mechanics.
Yeah.
So I think mentality for sure, just being aggressive helps. I feel like just throwing hard, just being like, I'm just going to go after him. I'm not trying to be like too cute and like throw it out on the edge. Like I'm just going to go right after him.
Mm-hmm.
And also just the weight room. It's the biggest thing. So I never really went that hard in it in high school.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize how big of a mistake that was to not be going hard in the weight room. Like it's completely necessary. It doesn't matter what you're doing in there. Obviously, doing curls for an hour a day is not going to do much. But
Yeah.
if you're doing some good lifts, it's going to be probably the most beneficial thing.
But you got to stay away from curls though, right?
Yeah, I don't don't do too many curls.
Yeah, like even me, like I'm not even a pitcher, but you know, I noticed like a lot of like arm soreness will come from my bicep, and I feel like it's because I do curls. So like, what
Yeah.
are like the main like? You talking about going to the gym was super beneficial into hitting 90. Like, what specifically in the gym were you hitting? Is it just straight legs? Like, bro, if I want to throw 90 right now, 95 coming in from the outfield, bro. Like, do I need to be squatting like 450? Like, what's the word?
It's a lot of core strength is a big thing. I think stability, like bird dog rows, stuff like that. It's gonna keep you like just make you have to stabilize your whole body while also doing a movement.
Yeah.
And it's a tough one. I think. Like,
I'm just really trying to like break down the formula to 90 right now. You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
it's tough because I don't even have it 100%. I mean, as much as I.
But
feel
you hit
good.
it though.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, like, bro, I'm going to school with guys, like, what are you, like, 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm going to school with guys that are, like, 24, 23, trying to hit 90. Like, what is it, bro? Like, I have guys telling me, yeah, bro, the day that I hit 90, man, I'm getting tatted right here. I'm like, jeez. Right? So,
Yeah.
like, that's no small feat, man. That is a big deal. I
Yeah.
feel like maybe you think otherwise.
I mean, for me, I felt like it was a huge deal for me. I was sending it to all my friends. It was like the best
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
I was hyped on it, but I think gaining weight too, just like gaining positive weight in the weight room. Honestly, it doesn't matter what you're doing. I think if you're just gaining muscle, I think that'll definitely help because to get velocity, it has to be like mass times the speed of how fast you're going to move the mass that you have. So
Okay.
if you can't go any faster with the body, the only way to get that is by going just as fast, but having more mass behind it, which is going to get you more velocity.
Damn,
I-
so you throwing some quantum physics in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, okay, so
I-
you was gaining weight and stability.
Yeah, stability, just gaining muscle wherever you can. I mean, I think it's just getting stronger just all over. I think it takes, because I don't even know all the answers yet. I wish I did, and I would be hitting 90 a lot more often. But
Yeah.
it's just, It's hard to say exactly what it is. I think just getting stronger all over the whole body, just chest, legs. Your back is definitely important for your scabs. Doing like lifting like an athlete a lot. I mean, there's obviously sometimes you're going to lift like bodybuilder, doing some bench, I think can be beneficial.
Yeah.
But you want to lift athletically.
Okay.
Doing movements quick. And 'cause if you want to, like, it's like a good saying that I always try to live by, like, sprinters don't practice for their races by jogging. Like, they practice by going as fast as they possibly can. That's how they get better. So if you want to throw hard, you're not going to be throwing harder by going super slow and doing these super heavy, like, movements. Like, you're going to be able to move your body at max acceleration more often and faster and for a longer period of time if you train faster and train, like, do sprints and things that are moving your body fast. I think that's really one of the biggest keys that I think I've found.
Okay, so it's one thing to get into the gym and train, but it's also like the way that you go about training.
Definitely. 100%.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. No, I feel like I've kind of had like a little bit of that issue, like since I've been home. Like I'll go to the gym, but I feel like I'm more lifting like a bodybuilder than I am like an athlete. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the first thing I do when I get there is I hop on the bike. Right. I hop in the little bike section that we got, and I'll warm up for like 10 minutes. And then I'll head up to the little like yoga room or whatnot and grab a mat. And then I'll do another like 15 to 20 minutes worth of stretching, primarily legs and stuff. And then I'll hit abs right away where I do like the dead bugs, not so much bird dogs, but I do a lot of dead bugs. Sometimes some like hip raises and stuff like that. So bro, I'm literally like, I'm not lifting weights like on the bottom floor till about an hour in that I've been there. And then I hop in there. And then it's kind of just like, you know, I'll do my push days and my pull days and my leg days. That's really it.
Mobility is definitely one of the most important things. That's another thing that I've done a lot is just stretching. I never stretched in high school. I could barely even touch my toes.
Seriously.
And now I can like put my hands on the ground, like just stuff like that. I think stretching, just being able to get your body in those positions.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most like top 3 most important things with it. And warming up good, making sure you're really loose is definitely. I'd put that number 2 on most important things of just being able to throw like for a long time and without getting hurt.
Dude, sure. I remember you mentioning like at camp, saying something about like you said something along the lines of, dude, I don't understand how some people like don't stretch. Like if you like, cause like at the level that we're at in college, it's like you have to stretch, otherwise like injury is going to be inevitable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What is your stretch routine? Like, how long does it take? What are some of the things that you're doing?
My stretch routine all throughout, from like beginning to end, is probably about 45 minutes.
Really?
Of just warming up, yeah.
Before you even throw a ball.
Because I mean, it's like little kids like throwing 50 miles an hour. It's not gonna put as much stress on your arm as like almost being a grown man throwing as hard as you possibly can, like around 90. So it's gonna to be able to do that, you have to be completely warm, in my opinion. I think warming up is the most important thing about throwing. The rule that I usually live by is like I don't like to throw a baseball or even pick up a baseball until I'm like dripping in sweat. Like,
really?
I mean, yeah, I want my blood flowing completely through my body. I want to be completely warmed up, all my muscles loose, and then I'll throw.
Okay.
I do J bands usually towards the end. Weighted balls can help, but I think you need to be fully warmed up before you should do the weighted balls. It's mainly a lot of things to the shoulders. I think the shoulders and the rotator cuffs is like the most important thing to like warm up. You don't really need to warm up your forearm, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't even do like like stretching like this, like arm across, like arm behind your head. I don't even do any of that anymore. Just open up your legs, your hips, just stretch those out a little bit, and then get into like some shoulder. I do like holds, just hold my arms up and walk like 90 feet back and forth for like 5 minutes. Like dynamic where I like swing them back and forth. Just mainly trying to warm up the shoulders, and like I like to feel like a little bit of burn, like that feeling like when you're lifting a lot. Like I like to feel a little burn like in my shoulders.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, I'm getting close.
So you kind of like you kind of pump your muscles up a little bit. Like you give it like a little mini workout. Like I guess to kind of just like kickstart the like the small muscles and all that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because some people, like, you think when you're doing like holding your arms up in like the POW position for like 5 minutes straight, like, yeah, you're gonna feel tired in that moment, but then when you get into throwing, you're gonna feel more loose and more just like whippy than you ever felt before. So I mean, you got to go through a little bit of that strain just so they're fully loose and fully warmed up, ready to go. Okay,
dude, I think that's one thing that I like love about baseball so much is like if you fully muscle up and you really like it, it's not gonna go as hard as if you are like kind of calm in a sense, but like you're aggressive calm, and you're really focused on that technique and that whip. Like as a hitter, bro, you know, if I'm like stiff, muscling up, bro, and I see the ball, like I swing out my ass, just like full on, you know, one, I'm probably gonna miss it, and two, well, actually, I am gonna miss it majority of the time. But if like I'm still aggressive, but I'm calm about it, right? I got my breathing under control, and it's literally like I see the ball and I'm just quick to it, and I'm whippy, and I hit the ball in the right spot. You know, that the ball kind of just go as far as it can. Plus, a lot of like, you know, the power is supplied to me by the pitcher. And so I don't know, like as from like a pitcher standpoint, like kind of where does that come into play? Because I know, like, it's tough being a PO. Like I know a lot of like position players will just crap on you guys, but like, you know, I'm here to just like back you up and say like, bro, just like in a game situation, you know, you can't think. Like it's always kind of like a funny thing, because like even on my team, like some of our best pitchers are like not like the smartest guys, you know, and it's like, but it makes sense because you almost kind of gotta be like dumb on the mound, right?
Just
You
not,
just
yeah,
gotta
not,
like
not thinking. You just gotta just throw the ball right where the catcher wants it. I mean, you're thinking you're gonna overthink stuff. You're thinking too much. It's gonna only be negative. Obviously, you got to be ready for the situation that might come. Like say they lay down a bunt, you got to know what to do with the ball. But if you're out there just thinking like worrying, that's what it's gonna turn into, and then it's just gonna be all bad from there. So a lot of the time, it is better just not to think and just do it. Just get after it.
Yeah, bro, that's like I feel like that's like one of the huge like differentiating things of like baseball as a sport compared to other sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you grow up playing other sports as well?
Yeah, I played pretty much all the major ones like football, basketball, and soccer.
Yeah.
And I think baseball is just like those sports are like all based off athleticism, right? And then so I feel like baseball, like obviously being athletic can definitely benefit you, but it's like an art. Like pitching, I think I view it as like an art almost. It's like an art form. Like it's like painting or something like that, or playing like an instrument. Like you have to just like get in the flow of it, and like just like it's not about how hard you can try and throw it or how hard you try and swing. Like you're saying, like, I completely agree with that. Like it's just about like kind of building off. Like it's like putting the pieces of a puzzle together. Like you got to think about what just happened, and then add that into what's going to happen next and what you're going to do to combat that. Like pitching, for example, like. You know, you throw one pitch, maybe it misses, and you got to figure out what pitch is going to work well off that one, what's going to work well next, and what do they do before that they might do again or make a mistake with, or what do they do good, right? And the hitting is basically the same way. So it's like putting all those pieces together. It's just an awesome thing. It's fun to watch. It's fun to do. It's fun to just be a part of it. It's fun to see it at a high level for sure.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Okay. Over the fall, like, did you guys play any inter squads against other teams, or was it kind of just like against? Like, okay, how many guys is on the roster?
We got like 56, I think.
56?
55, maybe.
55 guys.
It was something like that, yeah.
Damn, any like gray shirts, red shirts?
I think we will have some red shirts. No injuries though.
No injuries.
But I think we will have a few red shirts come season.
How about like I guess what's the word? Eligibility wise. Like, are there any guys that you're like you gotta lock it in a little bit, man? I need you eligible, or like how is it? Because like I'm not gonna lie, some of the guys on our team, it's kind of like, come on, man, like we need you. You know what I'm saying?
Luckily for us, I mean, we got like 5 hours study hall a week, so the grade eligibility at least is not too bad. I think everybody's gonna be eligible for season on the grade wise, but
there you go.
I've heard of some of my friends from other D1 schools even around here that are kind of struggling with the grade aspect of it. You know, like just not doing too well and weren't eligible for part of the fall, which, I mean, it sucks, but it's just
part of the fall.
Yeah.
Dang.
Got some kids that I know that were out for almost a whole fall. Like,
really?
Yeah, didn't even play barely at all just because of the grades. So
yeah,
I mean, it's an important thing. Obviously, that comes first. Really, like you gotta. If you want to even get to the field, you got to have the grades behind you to do it. So
exactly. But I mean, also, I feel like as much like at my level, like the NAI, you know, I maybe looking into the academic side of somebody isn't really much of a factor. Like I feel like Long Beach State is. Like they definitely they had to look at your GPA through high school and all that, just to be like, oh, you're gonna hack it, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're like, are there anybody on the team where it's just like, oh, this guy is such a dog? You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, we can get them through. Like, some of the guys on my team, I feel like.
I don't know. I don't even know if we have anybody like that. Like that was grades weren't concerned because I think our coaches really care about that type of stuff, and they kind of judge like, all right, if this kid's not getting that good of a grade, he's probably doesn't really care about school, so he thinks he's just gonna make baseball his career forever. So they kind of start putting the pieces together and be like, maybe this kid's not the best kid to have around the team and have like good team chemistry. So pretty much everybody we got some dogs on our team for sure, but I think everybody came in like pretty good grades. But I know that does happen a lot where like, you know, they'll push the boundaries a little bit and be like, all right, maybe this guy's a little bit lower GPA, like in low twos or even and stuff, but we'll let him on the team just because he's that good.
Bro, so how's the coaching staff, man? Like, is it pretty solid coaching staff? Like, you know, everybody's seen as equals, like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, we got some older guys who have obviously earned like a little bit more respect from the coaches because they've been there long. They've been with these coaches for longer.
Yeah, the veterans, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, they got to get the respect. They're going to be the leaders. They're going to be the one the coaches are looking to, as opposed to some new freshmen they just met like a year ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, from the coaches to the veterans to the new guys, it's like it feels like a balanced relationship. It doesn't feel like anybody's like all power hungry, like, oh, I'm gonna just boss these kids around, like I'm just here so I can be on a power trip and just like tell them what to do all the time. Like, it's really trying to help us, you know. And like all the coaches, they talk to every single player, they talk to all of us, like make jokes, you know, give us advice, just talk to us about life and stuff outside of baseball, which is awesome because I've heard from, I mean, a lot of kids that have transferred from other schools, like some Power 5 schools, some SEC schools, that like the coaches talk to maybe one player on the team, and everybody else is just like, they just do not care about him. They don't give a shit about if that kid even shows up practice. Like,
oh my God, yes.
It's a crazy thing.
That's a real thing.
And I feel like I'm lucky that I got such a good situation because out of high school, like you don't, or even out of JUCO, high school, whatever it is, you don't know what the coaches are really going to be like when you get there. You just know like the front that they're putting on for you. Yeah. And you kind of hope that it's not a front. Yeah. But you never really know what they're gonna be like or what you're gonna get until you're actually there.
It is a business, bro. Like if anything, they want to like, you know, sell themselves in the school at first, right? Like they offer you like a good amount of money and whatnot, and you transfer over, and then it's like, you know, if anything, bro, like in the fall, you kind of do see a little bit of the colors from like these coaches, but you'll know for sure as soon as like the spring comes around, right? Like when like some adversity is kind of in the air, like you really kind of see, you know what I mean? So, but no, that's cool, man. Like, dude, last I knew, I grew up playing with Buckley's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Buckley.
Wow.
Bro, like, what happened, man? Because I know he's not the coach there no more, right?
I don't even
something
know.
Is that something you can speak on or what?
I mean, yeah, I can speak on it. I really don't even know what happened. I know I think they weren't having a lot of success. I think they had some like the roughest seasons like they'd ever had. And I don't even know what the causes of it were, but I know he's not there anymore.
Dude, I heard like he got into a fight with somebody.
It could, yeah, maybe. I really don't even know.
Oh, you don't know? Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah, because I know like at one point like the Dirtbags, bro, y'all was really doing too hot, man.
Yeah.
I think one year in particular, like it was kind of tough.
Yeah, there's some tough seasons. But the new coaching staff, I mean, since they've gotten there, they've been having success. They haven't had a losing season. It's been going in the right direction 100%. And like the good thing about our coaches now is like the last coach, Buckley, he was an alumni, but I don't think the alumni was really that into it. Yeah. Like, I don't think they were really coming around much, but our coach now, Eric Valenzuela, he's super into the alumni, super into trying to get like that foundation and just keep building, like, because I mean the Dirtbags, like, they have a community and like a fan base that not a lot of schools in America really have. So
really,
yeah, like we have a lot of dedicated people who really like love the community, love the team, and are there every single game, like season ticket holders. I think last year, like for the opening series, like opening home series, I think on Friday night we had more fans than any school in California for the whole weekend combined. So in one night we had more than like UCLA, USC had the whole weekend.
What?
Yeah. So
all in Blair Field, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not
Friday
even
night.
like that's not even like a fat like stadium.
Yeah, it's not great, but yeah, we got a good fan base and we got a lot of people that like the Dirtbags, so that's one thing that our coaches now are trying to just take steps in the right direction with, just like building that community, building that fan base, getting the alumni back. Like we're doing some events like alumni golf tournament. Shout that out on here.
Hey, go ahead, shout it out, man. When is it? Where is it at?
I don't know the date yet, but it's going to be in the next few months. The alumni golf tournament. Anybody can come. I'll maybe put the details on my socials.
Yeah.
Get on there.
Go ahead, man.
And so yeah. But yeah, just getting that alumni base is a huge step. Getting the community back and just involved with us is another big step, and that's something our coaches right now are really trying to do. But
Okay.
It's gonna help us a lot, I think.
Is Bergeron still a coach?
No, he's not there anymore.
Oh, he's not there anymore either. Wow.
Yeah,
Damn,
our new coach.
Old.
Yeah, I think Buckley. I think all those guys left when Buckley
Like
left.
the whole dang.
Yeah.
So I guess this staff is fairly new.
Yeah, I think this is their 4th or 5th year, maybe.
Okay.
I think the year before COVID was their first year there, and then COVID the second season, and then I think it might be their 5th year.
Hell yeah.
I'm not sure.
All right, bro. What are you studying?
Communications.
Hey.
Trying to major in baseball though, honestly, man.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like a lot of the guys, like you major communications because it's one of like the easiest.
Yeah, and it's
It's one
just
of
like
the
I just
easiest,
didn't. I don't really know what I want to
majors.
do with it. So like,
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure that out. And I still have time to switch my major if I figure out something more that I want to do. But I mean, the main focus of even going to college is trying to play baseball. So like, I'm trying to figure out a lot of stuff as I go along with the baseball.
I feel that, bro. I feel that. Yeah. What like are there like a good amount of guys that get drafted?
Yeah, Long Beach got a pretty good like thing going for 'em. I think we got like the most MLB players like for any college.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like
We've
any
had-
college in America? Or?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I did not know that.
It's something crazy like
I know
that.
Tulowitzki was like
Yeah.
one of the like major guys that came out of there.
Evan Longoria,
Longoria, yeah.
Jared Weaver.
Really?
Yeah, so I mean we've had a lot of success with the MLB side of things, but I mean I think that's just something. If you get too focused on and you kind of just become selfish as a player, I think it can hurt the team. So I mean that's always got to be next, right? You got to be focused on what's right now and focus on just winning at Long Beach while you're here with Long Beach. Then if you're lucky enough to have that happen, that can be the next step, which is awesome.
Yeah. Damn, okay. Is there anybody like that you know of right now on the team that are getting pro scouts looked at? Or?
We got a lot of guys.
A lot of guys.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, then you're kind of in like the right spot, right?
Yeah.
Because like all these guys, all these scouts and stuff, like they're all gonna come out to your games.
Mhm.
You're gonna be there for like what, 4 years probably?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
man, you
Just
sitting
like-
pretty, bro.
Yeah, it's like what we talked about earlier, like that, getting in the right situations, like put yourself in the right
Exactly.
position. It's a pretty cool thing because I think we had a workout one weekend and we had like all the draft eligible guys wore one jersey and all the non-draft eligible guys wore a different jersey, and I was like, there's like 5 guys that aren't draft eligible. Like almost the whole team's draft eligible, and a lot of guys are gonna get drafted, and some of them are pretty high.
Bro, okay, so it's my understanding that you could get drafted out of high school, you could get drafted out of JUCO, but as soon as you go to a 4-year, you have to stay and graduate. Right?
At a 4-year, you have to go for 3 years.
Oh, okay, so you have to go for 3, not
Yeah, you
4.
can get drafted your junior year or if you're 21.
Or if you're 21.
Yeah, like
So-
we have a sophomore who's 21,
Yeah.
and he's draft eligible. He probably will get picked up.
Okay, so that's basically all being draft eligible means.
Yeah, those like the 4 ways or whatever it is to be
Ah.
draft eligible. Mhm.
Dang.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a crazy thing. Like, I feel like you play in college and you realize like you're gonna see guys around you that are like actually going into the major leagues, and you're gonna know people as you go on. And it's like, wow, like
You build some
This is
pretty
real.
good relationships
Yeah.
with people.
it's a pretty cool situation to be in.
Dude, bro, that's cool, man. So on my team, we got we got one kid from Tokyo, Japan, and we got another kid from Valenzuela.
Really?
Yeah, you got any foreign kids on the team?
No, we don't
Out
have
there?
anybody.
So Long Beach State has a soccer team, right?
We have a women's soccer team, not a men's soccer team.
What?
It's a weird situation. I don't
Oh,
know that.
that's because of that Title IX, huh? Like, do you
Maybe.
know about that?
I know a little bit.
It's like you have to have whatever amount of sports in guys you have to have in girls.
Oh,
But they
okay.
don't have to be the same. So like, you know, you got baseball and softball,
Mm.
girls and men's soccer. I know we don't have a football team, which is kind of whack.
Yeah, we don't either. Which
No, we have a football team. I know Long Beach
Oh,
State
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have a football team. You got
Yeah.
you guys got a lacrosse team too?
Nah.
Yeah, we got women's
Lacrosse.
lacrosse.
That might
Yeah,
be
we got
the
an archery club.
archery club. Wow.
Yeah.
We don't got anything like that.
Nah,
We got like some intramurals that are kind of cool, but we don't have anything like that. I don't think.
bro. So you saying so I know. Okay, you got Blair Field, right? That's over by Wilson. That's off campus, and then you got like the on campus field. And you say that's where like the club team plays.
Yeah.
Bro, do some guys on the club team, like, are some of those guys, guys that wanted to walk on to the team, but like, coaches like, not really, so then they play club, and then like, do the coaches like even scope the club team sometimes, like maybe for talent?
I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody that's come from the club team that's came onto the like actual team, but I know that like one of our best players started out as a walk on, came on like wasn't recruited by anybody out of high school, came on as a walk on his freshman year, started going off, and then now I think he's on full scholarship, and he's probably our best hitter, and he's just an absolute
Really?
beast. Yeah.
Dang, do you know if he had the mentality of, I'm either going to try to walk on at Long Beach State, make it, or like I'm just not going to play somewhere else?
I honestly haven't asked him too much about it, like in that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I think that was the case. Like I think he wanted to come here he was gonna go here to go to school.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, well I'm gonna try out for the baseball team. If I don't make it, then I'm done. If I
Yeah.
make it, then cool. And ended up making it. Now he's like our best player almost.
Dude, but that's inspirational, man.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's definitely a real thing. It's definitely possible to be going from that walk-on position to just working hard, keep getting better, and then even if you just got a little bit of talent, the coaches see that. You have a couple good games. I mean, things can start to like snowball in a positive way, like really quick.
Oh, for sure.
And so it's definitely possible if you just keep working towards it.
Dude, I love hearing about people's like stories of how they got there. Like for me, bro, like we're like our team is basically just like a group of guys that like didn't really have any huge offers or opportunities out of high school, but we all still wanted to grind and play. So like a majority, I want to say probably like 98% of all of us, we're all JUCO bandits. Like we all took the JUCO route. And I'm just hearing from like some guys staying at one JUCO and then coming over, or like me, bro, I went to 2 different JUCOs and then came on over. It's just like, it's cool because we're all like on the same journey with the same goals. You know what I'm saying? Like we decided to go out of state to play. We decided to, leave all our friends, all of our family. The idea of like, getting a job. Like we're all just out here grinding and stuff. And I feel like that is where like a real like connection comes from.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like if you talk to any of the guys on the team, like, and some of them got like some insane stories of how they got here, or like.
That's probably one of the craziest stories I walk on, but there's definitely some crazy stories. Like we have a guy from Tennessee who transferred here this year. He was a freshman at Tennessee last year, like super highly recruited out of high school. I mean, Tennessee's just they're probably one of the best programs in the whole nation. So they got some absolute just.
They had that one guy that threw
pitchers.
100, right?
Oh, Ben Joyce.
Yeah. But he's on the Angels now.
So yeah, they had some amazing talent, hundreds of millions of dollars getting funneled into the school for the athletics programs. And he chose to come here because he wants to just win. He wants to, play a part in that. He wants to just help the team get better, which is just an awesome thing. Like, that's the cool thing I think about college, no matter what level, D1, D2, NAIA, JUCO even. Like, everybody's there because they're choosing to be there. Like, some kids in high school, they're just like their parents still making them do it. Like,
bro,
at college,
yeah, bro.
everybody wants to be there. So everybody's gonna be working as hard as they can be, which is just it's a great thing when a bunch of guys are just giving it their all every single day, and just to see the things that happen from that is awesome.
Bro, I love how like how you brought that up, bro. Like I remember just playing at ELB. I played at East Long Beach Pony. Bro, that's where I pretty much like that's where I grew up, right? And like you play on teams with kids. Like some of these kids, they're kind of out of shape, and their mom just wants them to like do something, right? But then you got like the good amount of kids, right? And then you go to high school, and then some kids start to getting shaved off. All right, but there's still like a good group of you. You're all playing high school. All right, then you graduate high school, even more kids shaved out. Like literally, bro, for my graduating class in 2018 from Wilson, it's just me and this other guy, and he's still at Long Beach City. He's been there for the 4 years. He's going off though from what I've heard, like he's having a good year. So hopefully, like he can secure like a nice scholarship somewhere.
yeah.
But really, it's just him and me, bro. And I'm at a point now where like I'm back home and it's hard to find people to play catch with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I think even I graduated last year. I think there's only 3 kids that are still playing.
Yeah,
and, like,
right?
including me. So
I know.
I mean, it gets shaved off really quick, like you said.
Dude,
It's
for
just,
real.
to even play at the high school level at any level it's an amazing accomplishment. I mean,
Yeah.
you're like the top 0.01% of all baseball players throughout the whole world. So I mean, that alone is like it's an awesome thing, an awesome group to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And then just to have fun doing it, have great guys around you. It's a great thing. But I mean, I'm in the same boat. I mean, I barely could find people to play catchers over break too, and I graduated 6 months ago.
It's always like that grind, man.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I love that shit. I know, bro. I'm graduating this year, man. I'm gonna try.
Oh shit.
And then we'll see, bro. I still have 2 years of eligibility, but like I ran out of time. I think this would have been my last year of eligibility to play at the D1 level, because I'm 22, and I'm in my 5th year of school, but I'm going into my sophomore season.
Really?
Does that make sense? Yeah, because like I graduated in 2018, and then at my first JUCO I redshirted, so I got that year back. Second year, that's when I transferred to Mendo, balled up for the first half of the season, and then COVID came and shut that down. And then things didn't release till the following year, halfway into the season. So I played the first half my sophomore year, and then in my second year of college, I played the first half of a season, stopped because of COVID. In my 3rd year of college, I came back halfway into it. So I got both of those years back. So basically, I got 3 free years.
Wow.
So
That's
last
wild.
year was my 4th year, but I was academically a junior, and I played my freshman year.
Wow, that's crazy.
I know. So now
That's
I'm going.
wild.
So it's like, bro, I don't know, man. I'm like kind of caught up because, like, look, bro, it's just I'm in the same boat as you, dude. Like, I didn't play baseball to go to school. I went to school to play baseball.
Yeah.
Right. And like I'm already in my 2nd year of a 4-year, college educational experience, and like it's a grind, bro. Like I'm taking like
grind.
chemistry and finance classes, staying
God.
up till 3.
Yeah.
Right. And then waking up at 6 to study again before I take the final exam at 9. All while balancing
Hours,
baseball and
practice.
like for me, bro, like look, man, I love making money. Like when I make money, bro, I feel like I'm unleashing like my full potential, and you can't really do that as a baseball player. Yeah, you could get like a on-campus job, but you know how much minimum wages in Kentucky? Well, it's like $7.50. Like, bro, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I do try to take more of like an entrepreneurial like route and things. So I bought like a set of clippers, and I taught myself off of YouTube how to cut people's hair. You know what I mean, to make a little bit extra cash. But I don't know, dude. So just basically what I'm trying to say is I still have 2 years of eligibility, right? But it'd have to be at the NAI level, and I'm trying to get my degree this year. So basically what I could do is I could go get a master's, right? And I could still get those 2 years to play. But it's like another 2 years, and it's like I'm just kind of done with school. Like I really want to make cash, but I don't. What I don't want to do, bro, is look back and be like, I should have used up those 2 years. Like just another 2 years just to play.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's really where I'm at right now.
It's a hard thing to balance.
Like for me, the biggest like my strategy, I guess, about this whole thing is like this is gonna be a big semester because like I gotta pass on my classes. If I fail a class, like I'm probably not gonna get my degree, right? So I gotta pass on my classes, and then on top of that, like I need to put up some good numbers. I didn't really have like the greatest season last year, to be honest, but that's okay. It was like my freshman year. It was my first year out there. I wasn't in the mindset back then that I have now. You know what I'm saying? So if I could put up some solid numbers to the point where it's like, all right, man, like maybe I'll consider finishing my degree, still playing this game. But if not, then I'll just probably jump into the podcast like full time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's always just a decision you got to make. Like, right, like you can be successful in the business side of things, but just baseball's been taking away so much of your time. So it's like, but at the same time, you want to balance not regretting anything, right? So like, I think that's a big thing a lot of people do is like not do everything to the full potential. But maybe the business is right for you. Like maybe just putting everything you got into that, into the podcast and all that stuff. Maybe you'll be happy you did that. So you never know. It's just about finding what you really want to do. I feel like what you enjoy more doing with your time.
I mean, bro, I love playing ball. Like I've been playing this ball for like 2 decades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot, and I've learned so much from it too. But like I'm also like extremely passionate about a lot of other things. As well. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like whatever decision I make, like it's gonna be the right one. I'm just
definitely.
I don't want to say it's gonna be my last year playing yet because it could possibly not be. But like, you know, I don't know.
I feel like there's ways you could incorporate the social media into baseball too. Like, you know what I mean? Like doing all that stuff. Like maybe videos like just like road trips or like what you guys are doing that day. I think there's different ways you could probably even do that.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that is something a lot of people want to see.
Scared me.
I think there's a lot of kids that want to see what it's like. You know what I mean? Just like seeing what it's like to be a college baseball player. I think that's, if you do choose to keep playing, I think that's something that would be really successful, I think.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, every year I keep getting better and better, you know? And, like, if anything, that's, like, the biggest thing for me is, like, if I can see an improvement year after year, then that shows that, all right, I'm not washed up yet. I haven't dried up yet in, like, my skills. Like, bro, even in the exit meeting that I've had with my coach, like, he told me, he goes, first of all, I just want to thank you for, like, coming back better. Because I guess that's, like, kind of a thing with some of the other guys on the team. Like, some of them didn't come back better this year than they were last year. So by him saying that, like, kind of just proves that I'm kind of like, I cracked a little bit of the formula to continuously develop myself, blah, blah, blah.
100%.
So, like, you know, if I have a tremendously better year this year than last year, which really shouldn't be that hard, then I could definitely see maybe, like, at least going 1 year, you know, into a graduates program. See, just test it out, man. Like, why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Why not?
So, I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We got some guys on our team that are, like, 24, 25.
Yeah.
Like a couple of guys, we calculated it out, and like they were a freshman in college when I was in 7th grade.
No way.
And now on the same team. So I mean, it's crazy, but I think they really have enjoyed sticking with it and just keep playing it out. So I think it's just all about finding what you want to do, like you said. I mean, it's just, and then also having fun with it. Like the better you do, the more you're gonna enjoy it, the more likely you're gonna be to keep playing.
To want to keep playing. Yeah. Maybe that's truly it. Like it's I don't know. Last season wasn't really like the funnest season to me personally. But like I hate saying that because it kind of comes off like a little selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a great time traveling. You know, just going to all these different places, just being a part of the team in general. Like I'm super grateful for that. But like on the personal level, it's like I didn't really like have, I guess, the results that I was really looking for. So like, you do have a point. So I feel like if I could really like make something happen this year to a point where it's like, dude, like I love this game, man. Like the last time I had that was at Mendo, my last season when I signed that contract, bro. I remember I hit my first home run. It was in Oakland, bro. It was a grand slam, bro. And then like I remember just playing every single game, bro. They had me in center field and I was just holding it down. I only had one error that whole year, and it was literally the second to last error of the season, bro. It was a ball hit, a routine ball to my left side, and like, you know, I'm tracking it down. Like I'm not even having to sprint that hard, bro. The ball comes, and it's just like a regular, you know, snatch. Like I've made crazier plays before, and it hits my palm, and then it drops, and I was like, you gotta be shitting me, bro. And it's funny because I come back into the dugout after the game. And my boy comes up to me, he goes, hey, man, I just want to apologize for you making the error. I was like, what are you apologizing for? He goes, bro, because right before you made that play, I was telling Monkey He was our shortstop. Like, this is our second baseman, our shortstop. He goes, hey, he told him, I said, hey, bro, I don't think he's made a single error this entire season. he said, right after I said that, they hit you with that line drive and you dropped it. I was like, you know, that's all right, bro. But like, I've had some pretty good highlights. I think the craziest highlight I had was when we played against Los Medanos, which is also like near Oakland, and there was a ball hitting the gap between me and the right fielder. And I laid out for it. And, like, my boy told me, he said, dude, that was the craziest thing, because he said I laid out full extension, grabbed it, landed on my stomach, spit came out my mouth, face planted into the ground, and I came up and I still had it. I was like, bro, it's just, yeah, like, moments like that, bro, like, bro, I'd play baseball for the rest of my life, you know? But when things kind of slow down a little bit, it's like,
Yeah.
But, yeah. So I think it's important. That's an important, like, mindset to have.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's where the fun in it comes. Just like success on your own and success with the team. Like losing and not playing your best, like knowing you can play better is never going to be the most enjoyable thing. So
yeah,
just about. I think this year will be for sure big.
Oh, bro, this is gonna be a huge year. Hey, chill.
Gonna be big for both of us, man.
Bro, it's huge year, man. Yeah, bro. Hey, man. So before I let you go, bro, the floor is yours, man. You got anything you wanna lay off? Like, how you feeling about this next season, man? You ready?
I'm feeling good.
You about to go
I'm feeling
crazy?
good. I'm about to show the world. They should have stopped sleeping on me, man.
Yeah,
It's
you about to be
time.
on ESPN Plus or something, with some live
Yeah.
television.
We got some big games coming up. We got a lot of good teams. We're gonna see what we're made of. We're gonna see what I'm made of, and I think it's a big fork in the road, right? We're either gonna go this way, or we're gonna go this way. It's gonna be just a big year for the rest of my life. So we're gonna see. Shout out the alumni golf tournament. You guys come through for that.
Shout out.
Put my Instagram in the description.
I'll put it up right here. I got you, bro. Yeah.
And that's it.
Dude, hell yeah, man. Well, hey, bro, I'm excited for it, bro. I can't wait to see the numbers you put up, man.
You too, man.
Yes, sir.